I just saw on August 2nd is Chelsea versus Dortmund at Soldier Field. But guess what though? Here's the problem. That's my anniversary. I don't think. Oh, Chelsea versus Dortmund. I don't think she's going for that shit.
And it's always like the B team that plays in the
American
games
I know Jude is not playing. Jude is not over. He's not coming. He's already going. He already going to Real, so it's like he's not gonna waste his time flying to Chicago to play at Soldier Field.
It's always the B team out there,
all the way from Germany. He not gonna do that shit. Oh, but y'all got. I know we was talking off air, but y'all got any plans for 4th of July?
Man, I'm about to go kick it at my friend's spot. Little grill, little chill.
That's your fireworks. Bet. That's your best bet.
Not leave their place.
That is
go
your
somewhere
best
and
bet.
not leave.
That is your best bet. Like them days for me, like just like going somewhere, please. And look, and enough people around the neighborhood do their own fireworks, so I can just sit on in my backyard and watch that shit. Like
easy.
When I'm finna go mess with a bunch of a crowd, and these days, no,
thank you.
No, absolutely outside. No, that just sounds like a disaster for me. So we just gonna be kicking.
Man, there's people outside. I don't want to go out there.
I already hear it out my window right now. People already going crazy.
Like they start
they start like June 29th.
Right.
They'll finish up July 8th.
Yesterday, look, it rained all day yesterday, and then it's like they couldn't wait to get outside.
As soon as it got nice.
As soon as it got nice, they started letting loose. So I'm just glad my dog is not scared of the fireworks. That shit would suck.
That's big.
Yeah. I'm so glad, because that shit would be annoying, because she'd be acting a fool all night long. I feel bad for people who got cats and dogs who don't like. People don't understand that shit. I don't want to ramble on that, because the fireworks fireworks just had gotten be too much. Like it was. Remember during the pandemic when it was just fireworks every day, all day long. Like how are y'all seeing these fireworks? It's the middle of the day. Like what? Why y'all letting this shit off?
Do.
Oh my god!
It needed something to do. It was outside. It was social distance.
It was social. Okay, I will give you that, but still, it was still bad. It was still bad. But yeah, y'all ready to pod?
Yeah, let's get into it.
We got a lot. We got a lot,
man. Welcome back to Uncommon Commentators. It's the free agency episode. We should call this shit part 1, because we might have another part of a bunch of. I don't know. It's slowing down.
Dame has requested a trade, but has not been traded, so there's definitely gonna be a part 2, because once that domino falls.
Oh, Harden.
Off season's never ending.
To be traded. I forgot about
that. Those
will
be sitting in limbo for the next. That's like 3 weeks of content right there to just talk about nonsense.
And before we get into this shit, the craziest quote I've seen happen today. I don't know if y'all saw this shit, but it said the Sixers are telling teams that Tyrese Maxey is untouchable. Per Windhorse. We already know this shit is... Here's the quote.
Sounds like some typical Daryl Morey shit.
Here's the quote. Prime Michael Jordan is available. Don't call. 25-year-old LeBron James available. Lose our number. Giannis says, I want a big Sixer. If Tyrese Maxey is the ass, just keep walking.
He just dropped your phone like that.
Listen. They just put.
I am not with this shit.
They just put Tyrese Maxey in the same conversation with 3 generational players who've won MVPs, multiple All-Stars, has won at least 1 ring, and this
talking.
Just be talking. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Leave it at that.
If the Bucks came to Philly and said, we want Maxey, we give you Giannis, there's no way you're going to say no. Shut up. You just be talking
untouchable. Now. Untouchable is just a word they throw around these days.
That's a word that's just bad. you hear it so much nowadays. If you listen to all this different
like
NBA content.
Scotty Barnes was untouchable. Like, come on. Fuck out.
I got to stop. Everybody's not a generational player. It's only about a handful of those. Everybody's not that. So I don't know where y'all want to start, man. That blew my mind. I saw that. I got to screenshot this shit. I got to make sure I say this shit at the beginning of the pod. I cannot believe. I can't believe I just read this shit. But man, let's get started. It's been a wild weekend. It just started on Friday. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It started on Friday, June 3rd at 5 o'clock, right? It's when it started.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm just gonna start with what the fuck are the Houston Rockets doing?
Should we just go over these? Read these off.
Yes, read it off.
So we got the Fred VanVleet deal, which was 3 years, 100. Damn, I can't speak. $128 million. So that's going to be annual value of about $43 million. Thank God there's a team option in year 3 that got announced because
I didn't peep that at first. That's good business by them. Like, listen, this shit don't work out.
It's better.
I didn't know that.
It's better.
Yeah,
because that was the rumored thing for the longest time was that Fred was going to be getting 2 over 80, and we're like, okay, that's a lot of money, but who else are you paying?
Yeah, there's no point guards really.
But then we got Dylan Brooks getting 4 years, $20 million
a year. All those China takes. It was a good joke.
Let me tell you something.
There's some good jokes.
The way Zoe felt about Draymond, I really want to know, how do you feel about this deal, Zoe? I really got to know. How do you feel about Dylan Brooks?
Yo, it's a good time for Dylan Brooks.
Yo,
he's just capitalizing on it. To me, he's not a 20 mil a year player, but it's the going rate for a solid 3-and-D guy, 6-man type. I get it, whatever. And it's Houston
has
throw
the
some
money
extra
to spend.
money. Yeah, Houston got the money. Throw it at him.
Yeah. They just want to spend.
It's like those years when the Knicks signed all those power forwards. Were any of those guys worth like $15 million? No,
absolutely
they just
not.
needed to spend their money because they
need
to do.
They had like 5 4s, just deep.
Yeah,
for no reason whatsoever.
And then they gave Jock Landale a little bag. He got 4 years, $32 million, which is, that's like backup money. But
yeah,
hey,
it is.
Shout out to him for getting a little bag after being on a minimum for a couple of years.
Yes.
And the options for that one it's like a team option every year or 9
years. I think I saw that. I think the first year is the only guaranteed money, so they got some flexibility.
Yeah, good move by Houston.
And trades.
This is a good year to be a free agent.
Oh yeah,
y'all mentioned that, and I really didn't even notice that. But y'all online. That's definitely this the year you want to get paid because everybody's getting paid. See, when they first signed Fred, Zoe was bringing me over to like understanding like maybe this might work, and then I'm like, they need an adult. Like an hour later, after us having that conversation, they go get Dylan Brooks. This locker room it's gonna be something going on every time. I wish I was in the media over there because you're gonna see this shit every day. Look at that locker room. Is Fred the only adult there?
No, they brought in Jeff Green, and Uncle Jeff gonna write that shit.
I forgot. Jeff Green will help that shit. Yeah, Dylan Brooks can't act a fool.
Back in Houston.
No, he can't act a fool now. They made some
trades too, didn't they? It's hard to tell what their direct. Yeah, they traded. Josh Christopher went to Memphis in the Brooks deal, and then they traded Ty Washington and Garuba for seconds, and they traded KJ Martin for seconds as well. So they got off 4 young players.
Yeah,
for like nothing. So I'm curious who's making this push of like, this best case is a play-in team, very best case.
Yeah,
I'm curious, like, what the kind of direction is, what they're trying to push here. Because obviously you want to get good players around your young rookies. And you got Whitmore, you got Amen Thompson, you got Jalen Green still there. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on with Porter Jr. Got Sengun. So, yeah, you want to get some good talent around them. But it's like, you want to give them opportunity, but not eat into their playtime. So
some room to grow. I don't have an issue with Jalen Green saying I don't want to bring James Harden in, but as that player, you want to take that step. You want to get those reps. So don't bring in these guys like that. Like Fred's a good fit next to them. He's gonna move the ball still. Harden's a ball stopper. We know that. So
And Harden,
and then
his
Dillon
type
Brooks.
in his career is not going. Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then Dillon Brooks. You need someone who's going to play defense on that team. You listed a lot of offensive talent right there.
Yes. No, you're
So
right.
they needed
was terrible
somebody.
last year.
And Udoka, he's not going to tolerate some of that shit. Jeff's
not at all.
Fred's not.
No,
like all these guys have a different pedigree, so hopefully they can bring some adult to that locker room.
Yeah, both of them won. Fred and Uncle Jeff got a ring. Udoka went to the finals, so it's like they gotta listen to them. But I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who else was looking at Fred or Dillon Brooks. I didn't hear nothing. Like that shit just came out of left field for both of them.
I feel like the Fred noise was all Rockets late. That one felt like guaranteed. But Brooks, I don't think really anyone knew anything because there was the Memphis noise at the end of his tenure, and obviously there's just such a picture painted of him for people that it's hard to tell what he was going to get. And what he wanted. I mean, if he was going to go to a contender, I don't know if they were going to give him a multi-year deal. It's probably going to be like, oh, here's your MLE for like $12 million for a season. So, I mean, if I got that offer too, I'd probably go to Houston if I was getting $20 million.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, and no state income tax.
No, exactly. You're not worried about none of that shit. I hope Houston don't trade for Harden. I don't even know who they have to. They probably have to give up Jalen, and you had to give up some shit.
I'd say they're probably out of it at this point after they made all these moves.
Like I would hope so, but I'm glad they did make these moves and not go the route of going to get Harden because that ship has sailed. Like don't even trust Harden. I guess he's trying to win. I don't know what Harden is trying to do. I try not to say someone is not trying to win because I'm hoping you're trying to do it. But you gotta get. Sometimes you get to the point, I guess, in your career, probably like, bro, I'm not gonna win one. Like I'm just gonna keep hooping and collecting.
There's a time when you gotta have the talk. Like, hey, realistically,
I'm not
winning my options.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not winning a ring. So, but yeah, I don't know the direction. It's like Houston had like 2 different off seasons in 2 different days with the trades and the signings. So you don't know what direction, what's going on. Like you said, they traded away Kenyon Martin Jr. for 2 picks, 2 second-round picks. Like that's,
I mean, he was a undrafted guy, right?
Yeah,
but still.
So I mean,
I guess
it's a positive net return, you could say.
I guess it is,
but still, like, I feel like at a deadline you could have got like a late first for him, maybe.
Yeah,
or
because second-round picks ain't shit. Really,
it's a great little pickup for the Clippers too.
I know Joker.
These second-round picks getting thrown around like nothing these days.
They are. That's what I'm saying. Like it's only a few people that really come from.
Garuba's showing some upside as a defender. That's kind of his calling card, and they're like, "Okay, you're out of here. You're going to Atlanta for some cap space."
Cap space, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck Houston doing, but
I hope it doesn't eat into the young players' time. I hope they can still have that balance. That's what I'm really going to be looking at. I mean, it's hard to judge it too much because it gets to a point where you're in like the OKC Thunder situation where it's like you have all these players, you got to kind of consolidate things. I didn't expect it all at once, though, a lot of this stuff. So
exactly. Really quick moving for them. The Fred deal, it's 2 years and that team option. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
The price point is steep, but you had to get him down there. So it makes sense. And then Dillon Brooks, in 2-3 years, you'll still be able to move that contract if he's acting up, it's not working out, and still let those young guys take off. Hopefully.
The thing about Dillon Brooks is that outside of his antics, he can play some defense. So it's like if he keep that shit under control.
He's all defense level.
Yeah,
play.
He can lock down for real. But it's some other antics and I think being in
getting
Memphis,
on offense.
Yeah, being in Memphis, not having like no adults really, and it's just like it was like they were just running the place. So it's like he just went there. Like they're the villain and shit now, and I think he needed to be somewhere like this. He's gonna be around some adults, and it's gonna help. So I will give him that. But
yeah, and a fresh start.
Yeah, a fresh start.
Fresh start always helped everybody.
And I guess with Houston, I really didn't, I guess I'll say what the fuck Houston doing because I wasn't expecting Fred when you get them other young guys there. But sometimes you need a vet, and shout out Fred getting paid, and shout out the GM there for even getting that team option because that is huge for them. You ain't got to worry about
Those
going
little
into
things are
the
huge.
third off season. Like, god damn, he's definitely gonna opt in. Like, you don't have that.
I wasn't rocking
year,
with
boy.
Yeah.
I wasn't rocking with Kevin Porter point guard reps either. Like,
Nah, six man role for him. Keep it simple.
Yeah, you got to. No, that's for that
Let him
team
do
for sure.
His J.R. Smith.
For that team for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too high on him. He's kind of the archetype that gets tricky, but
yeah, facts. All right, y'all got anything about Houston? Shit, they did a lot over the weekend. Like you said, you think that this team right here can be a play-in in the West?
Like, if everything went right.
Yeah, I mean, these young guys still got a lot to put together and improve. Even adding Fred, Dylan. Yeah. I would say fringe play-in. Let's see how it goes.
I
don't think they're going to move the needle, but
no,
it's a better environment overall if you're going to be a lottery team.
Yeah. Step in the right direction too.
Yeah, I would
for the organization.
That's how I feel about teams. If I know what direction you're going in, I'm fine with that. But it's when like no one knows anything, so it's like it's just frustrating. We're just watching to watch. So
just watching to watch.
At least Houston have some type of answers. Last year, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was just like an AAU team every night. They was giving up.
I'm starting to think
people was having career nights every night. That shit was insane. That was the crazy
Silas
shit.
was in hell.
Yeah, like it was just not. That wasn't it. I think a lot of people was going to be in a bad situation going in that team. That team has zero direction last season. It was just like, go out. What did they do in practice last year? That's what I want to know. Like,
and to see like how many of these young guys they just shipped away like comfortably. Like,
yeah, comfortably. Like you said, like it was just like, fuck it, you go.
Josh Christopher, he has some talent that hasn't been tapped into.
Yeah.
Damn, they shoot. Shit.
It's like they let it loose over there.
Yeah, they go crazy.
They let it loose. All right, man. Off Houston. I'm just gonna move into Zoe's favorite topic right now: the Golden State Warriors and Draymond motherfucking Green.
Yo, look, there's a reason I'm not a GM, and good for him. He got the bag. Yeah.
Give it up to him. Give it up to him.
He
25. I said I was going.
That legacy
I'd
deal.
give him 25, but I didn't say no. 4 years. Is there a player option in there? Team option?
Let me go tap in
because I don't know any options.
I didn't
just
expect
a
him to take
4-100
that.
Was nuts.
I thought he was gonna want 30 a year. I thought that's what he was gonna anticipate.
Oof.
What did he turn down? 20. He turned down 30, right? Or
so
20,
it's gonna
28?
It's gonna be 4 over 100. Estimated 22, 24, 25, 27. So that's really manageable for.
Well, that's very manageable.
Yeah.
And if it's like, Draymond is maybe not as good in his year 36 season. I mean, who even knows where the Warriors are at in 4 years? First of all, to where it's like you just get your guy back, and I mean, even if he's 75% of himself. If he's doing his thing around the team, holding culture and all that stuff, you bring him back for that kind of money.
And
so,
like I think we talked about this last week. Like Draymond has such a particular skill set where he can't just go to any team. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like 2 teams. It was probably going to be the Lakers, the Warriors, and that's it. Like I can't even think of nowhere else that he could have went. That would have helped with his skill set.
The Kings.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. I think
or him in Portland with Dame could have been solid, but still.
Like you can't just go somewhere and just be like Draymond. Like no, Draymond has to have the right fit around him for him to do his thing. So, and we all just knew when what's the kid name? Oh my God, who just got Poole? When Poole got traded. Damn, I forgot the boy name that fast. When Poole got traded, we knew then like he was going back. Like just
easy.
Kill the suspense.
Easy money.
Right. Just tell us what we signed him for. Then I think everybody is pretty much shocked with the contract, not him resigning, but the contract. Like
the contract.
That was what
I thought he was gonna be more of like a 3/90.
Yeah, I did not see. I didn't think 100 anything.
I mean, I think I'd rather do 3/90 than 4/100.
You don't know
that last year. But the sooner
like
the sooner you can get the money off. I understand.
Like I said, we don't even know where the Warriors are in 8 months from now. So
the Warriors, as of right now, they fuck around. Are they worse than what we just saw in May?
I don't like these additions so far for the offseason.
Think about the subtractions they've had, right? And an additions they've had. We just watched them play basketball in May. So, who are they? They lost DiVincenzo. I think I butchered his name.
They lost DiVincenzo. Yeah, DiVincenzo.
They lost Poole. They lost Poole. Got Chris Paul.
They got the U of I transfer point guard Brandon.
Oh yeah, they did trade him. They did. I mean, they did pick him.
Corey Joseph. They just signed in all these little guards, yo. Like, what are they doing?
What is happening? What is going on?
Yeah, I
this
think
is why
Looney's
Bob
their
Myers
only guy.
resigned. Yo, speaking of, did you know Bob Myers had a podcast?
Of course he does.
Dog, yeah, bro, we got a podcast. If we got one, Bob got one.
Listen. This shocked the shit out of me. I said, I forgot who was interviewing. It was somebody like, I cannot believe Bob Myers has a podcast, bro. This shit, it was hilarious.
The Warriors do not have a player over 6'9" on the roster right now.
How do you win?
Oof.
How do you get rebounds?
You should. Hey,
Looney will get his rebounds, but there ain't multiple Loonies out there.
Yeah, who's protecting the rim?
Yo, that is
man.
Could you imagine being a Warriors fan right now?
Even if you feel strongly about like bringing Chris Paul's like steady play in for Poole's chaos, it's like you still have a lot of the same issues that we saw. Even like in the best case scenario of the swap with Chris Paul and Poole, it's a lot of the same stuff.
No, it is.
I saw a quote about Chris Paul unlocking or untapping into Kuminga's talent. Like, yeah, but how much? You're still losing so much from Poole.
And
like Jonah said, there's a lot to go. Yeah, there's a lot that needs to go on over there to fill out a solid team.
And if they get some injuries in the regular season,
which is possible,
toast.
I mean, Curry misses like 10, 15 at this point. Draymond always misses some. CP3 is most definitely going to miss like 15.
Right, that's easy. So, 15 misses right there. Easy.
That regular season run is going to, I mean,
Clay.
That's kind of how it is with the Warriors at this stage. That's how it was going in the playoffs last year. You don't want to face them in the playoffs, but that regular season run can be rough.
Like I was saying during the season, man, I think that was like, but I don't think that core is winning another championship, bro. They got that fourth one against Boston. I know.
And I didn't even think they would get another one then.
Yeah, like
exactly.
I think it's a wrap.
That was a good year for them.
Yes, like.
But yeah, this core.
I think it's over for this core, man.
It's an Asian core. And these pieces around.
Yeah, I would die on this hill about this core. Draymond, Clay, and Steph will not win another championship together. That's how I feel. Look at how this team is being built. What can they do now? Like, what are you gonna do? What crazy can happen that you know what can, bro? 6'9".
They're running out of assets.
They're running out, bro. Everything fell their way for so long, but now it's like sometimes that shit is done. It's over with. That's how I look at it, man. Like, I don't know. You never want to say someone is like a dynasty, like who has someone like Curry on their team, but man, I don't like what's around him. You could be as dominant as you want to be, but when you don't have the right shit around you, we see it all the time. You're not gonna win.
When you're just handing out minimums the rest of the way out too, like yeah, there's still some talent out there, but how much is it going to move things? You got to hit on everything.
Yeah,
every piece.
If you get a guy that comes in, it's good. He's getting them like they brought in DiVincenzo for cheap.
Yeah,
with a player option, he plays well. He declines his player option. They can't afford him. So that's your tricky part of all that.
Yeah, it is. And you're hoping
that championship window.
Yeah, you're hoping through all that, like you win another one. Like I know they want to win another championship, doing all this shit, but that shit's hard. You got to hit on them on those contracts every time. You got to win. So it was a great run. I think it's over with. I'm done with them. They didn't sign nobody else. It was just him, right? It was only Draymond.
Yeah,
I don't think
Corey Joseph.
Oh yeah, Corey Joseph. Like that is just. Bro, I saw a highlight somebody had put out of him. Manu was on the bench still playing. Like, damn.
Steve Kerr was announcing that game. Yeah.
All right.
Anywho,
let's move to these LA Lakers, Jonah's favorite basketball team in the world.
Bro, I didn't delete the Bleacher Report app because they wouldn't stop talking about them.
I already know. They had a hell of a free agency so far. Like the prices they are getting people back for. Like Reeves, it was a decent contract.
The Reeves deal, yeah.
That's what. Like nobody like went and tried to do like the whole we're just gonna offer a whole bunch and the Lakers can't match it type shit. No one did that.
I don't even know what the like protocol was with that because it's so weird with like the undrafted players.
Oh, yeah,
with their rookie contracts. I think he was only eligible for a certain amount of money, which I feel like those guys, if they're good enough, they should be able to ask for more money.
Yeah. There shouldn't be a cap on something.
I thought that changed with the Gilbert Arenas rule.
I don't even know.
Because Gil was a second round pick, and then when it was time for him to get his money, that's how he got paid. It was something like they changed the rules with second rounders, but he is undrafted, right, Reeves? So it could be a whole other ball game with him. So yeah, you're right.
We saw, I mean, it's even tricky with second round picks too. Guys can't even get that big of an extension. And then you look at these first round picks getting like 260.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about this shit. There's a bunch of them.
Reeves is making $14 million annually, and he was their third best player in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
Solid steal for Rob.
That was silly. He did good. He got Reeves. He went and got Gabe Vincent.
The Vincent one was surprising.
That's a huge upgrade from Dennis Schroeder.
Big.
Like
I'm interested to see how he does not in Miami because we know how it be with the Miami guys. But I'll take Gabe Vincent for $11 million all day.
What?
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Absolutely. That's a good contract.
I had to tell Laker fans on Twitter, like, listen, he is gonna be just fine for y'all. Like he's gonna do what he needs you. He's gonna do the right stuff for you.
Yeah, he's gonna come off the bench. He's gonna be that solid guy.
He's gonna play D. He's smart. He will make open shots. He know how to make a little bit. Like he's definitely
Dennis is making
an upgrade for him.
$12 million a year, so it's pretty much the same.
Same person.
Pretty much the same thing.
Contract.
Like I'll take Dennis's defense over Vincent, but I'll take Vincent's shooting and on ball skills over Dennis probably.
Vincent's defense is not so far from Schroeder that you can't put him on the court. And right now, he can score better than Schroeder. Remember when Schroeder used to be so good with the Hawks and OKC? Like, what the fuck happened?
He was such a good six man.
He was like, even like his first year with the Lakers, he was good. Like, I don't even know what happened.
Hey, but I mean, shout out to him for it looked like he was out of the league, and then the Lakers signed him late in the year last year, and it did
look like that. They gave him a little chance.
I think they got a little too overzealous with him.
That was because he was just asking for crazy money. As soon as that price came down,
and he went up in the one of the overseas tournaments. He went crazy for Germany, and he got his little deal.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that. Yeah,
he had a few little highlights from that tape. I remember that one.
I didn't even know that shit. Well, shout out to him.
It's probably the best player on the team. So
I don't know. Yeah. Your boy Rob Pelinka was cooking. He re-signed D'Lo for 18. Oh my god, bro! You signed him for less than 20 a year. Shout out to you. I don't know what is being said.
That's probably value right now.
Yeah, it is. But that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of value.
That is
in these signings.
It is because guess what?
I was surprised
if you want
that
to trade
Rui
him, they could trade him at the deadline if they wanted to. If he's
I was
hooping.
surprised with the Rui 3/51.
I was just gonna
I'm
get
interested
there.
to.
Go ahead.
I thought
I'm
he was gonna get
interested to
more.
see. I'm interested to see how it goes because it was such a short sample with him, especially. I mean, I want to say is the most of his reps were probably the playoffs. I want to say. I don't even know if his minutes were up like that in the regular season.
No, remember because he started having DMPs towards the end of the season, which was weird.
I don't really know what to make of this because if he never got traded, he'd probably be on a 1 year like $5 million deal right now. So
yeah,
it's hard to gauge that with him.
He was not playing good in like this really in Washington. They traded him to the Lakers for nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
For nothing. And for him to, you know how it is. Some people have a good playoff, and that's the last thing you remember, and they get that bag. But 17 is such a good price. Such a good price.
It's a good number. And he's a good age, still plenty room to grow. And he's a good fit with them. We just saw that little role he was playing, knock down shots, play defense, keep the energy up.
Yeah.
So, it's a little recency bias with that 17 mil, but good for him. Strike while the iron hot.
Oh, definitely.
He definitely bumped it up. But even with the money increase in a couple of years, it'll be straight.
I'll clap it up for him too. Clap it up for him too.
Yeah, role player working good.
Yeah,
people gotta stop overreacting about role player money.
Yeah.
The overreaction to some contracts on Twitter is always crazy, but I think it's so hard to have a grasp of what we know of the salary cap compared to what it is now and what it's going to be in a couple of years, to where like these $15 million deals are really like $10 million deals 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
There'd be some guys that would be end of bench. I wish we could see the percentage for things more often, but
yeah. Once you start looking at that percentage, that's eye opening.
Mm-hmm.
Really changing my perspective on some of these deals. So
the other three signings that the Lakers did is what I really want to focus on.
Yes, sir.
Jackson Hayes,
I think
Cam
the Torian
Reddish,
one
and
stands.
Torian Prince is.
Torian Prince he's gonna fit in right now.
I think he was the best, by far the best out of those.
Oh God, Torian Prince was a good pickup. Oh my God,
that's a steal.
Very much so. We know what Jackson Hayes is gonna give you.
These flyers though, these young guys, Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish.
Oh my God,
that's
when I saw Cam,
I'm a fan of.
Oh my God, when I saw Cam, I said, "This can be something magical. If it works out right, this could be something magical for sure."
I think I've sold all my Cam Reddish stock, unfortunately. But
really,
I bought all that shit. I bought all of it.
I think I was almost selling all of it. Then he went to Portland. And I was like, okay.
And then he stopped playing because they started tanking. And I'm like, I don't know what to think again.
Whatever.
This is it. This is it right here.
This is one of my guys. A Duke wing.
Yes.
From like high school, I've been a fan of. Now he's under my favorite player.
Yeah.
A little 2-year deal. Whatever. This can be nothing but good for him.
Yes.
Playing time or not, he's still learning from one of the best.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Big ups to Cam.
I like this. How do y'all feel about the Lakers roster? So with those guys, of course, they still got Bron, still got AD. Who the fuck else do they have?
Let's run it through.
Bro, who else is on that team?
We got Bron, AD, D'Lo, Rui, Reeves, Vincent, Vando, Prince, Hood, Schifino, Christie, Reddish, Hayes. So it's a lot of the same with, let's see, it's a lot of just back end swaps plus Vincent.
I like them those role players better than I like the other ones for sure. They're like one of the few teams in the West that added a lot significant players. Who else?
They added decent pieces, but the retention of those guys was big too.
Yeah.
It was a very re-sign heavy.
Yeah, at one point I was like, you forgot it was like re-signs. They had so much money they were throwing out.
Mm-hmm. You forgot what they was actually doing. It seemed like they were signing a lot, but it was people they already had on their rosters too.
Yeah,
that it's three 3 guys on their roster they re-signed, so it does look like they just had all this money in the world. But y'all got anything else on the Lakers? My fault. Go ahead, Jonah.
I hope we see more Vando at the small ball 5 because I don't know what Jackson Hayes brings to the table.
Mm-hmm.
He's just an energy
He's athletic.
Dude.
Hey, best case, you teach him a play
He's
defense
athletic.
and just ring run.
Yeah.
He runs. He's good in 2K.
Yeah. Just watch AD.
Yeah.
Hang out with him every day.
Yeah.
I liked it because I think I just like Jackson Hayes, but for real, I don't know what he's going to actually do for this team.
I wouldn't be surprised if their 2-way guy Colin Castleton did a little something. If he got the spot over Hayes, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But yet again, it's minimum, so fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, it is minimum. So, y'all got any other thoughts on this Lakers squad? Oh, real quick. What y'all hear this noise that is still not off the table? This might be Bron's last season. Y'all believe that shit?
No.
I will not put any stock into it until I see the retirement message.
Yes. Let me tell you something. One thing LeBron James is not gonna do is do this quietly. He is not. If you
he wants
think
all the flowers.
If you think LeBron James is gonna sit back and let D Wade have a retirement season and he not, please. So
It's just
like,
another
I'm with
thing to
y'all
speculate.
until I don't think it's gonna be like I'm retiring. Like I don't think it's gonna be one of them. He gonna let us know in August, September. That media day press conference. He's gonna let us know then if he's actually doing that.
There's better things to worry about around the team than
than
giving
giving
us
us
the present. Who cares?
Giving us this weird ass news. Like Bron ass ain't about to retire. Bron got shit to he try. We know the end coming, but I don't think it's this season. But
nah.
With that being said, I'm gonna go into these Phoenix Suns.
A lot.
I don't know how you guys feel. They don't scare a baby. That's how I feel
they
about
don't scare a baby.
They don't scare a baby. They don't scare. And our resident Phoenix Sun fan on Twitter did not like that response from me. But he said
that's a tough.
He said that he said they have depth, and they added Beal and Eric Gordon, and they have depth. Who's the leader on the Phoenix Suns with this roster?
It's got to be Booker.
It's got to be.
You would think.
You would hope. Shit. I don't know if he has it in him.
The Phoenix Suns,
a vocal leader.
The Phoenix Suns don't scare a soul.
They did better than I thought they would do regarding ironing out the roster.
Well, they did do that.
Agreed.
The thing that it's very feasible to get through the regular season. I'm just wondering once we get to the playoffs once again,
that is what I'm saying, Jonah.
What it's gonna look like.
That is exactly what I'm saying.
What you got in your head right now?
Oh,
Eric Gordon, really solid still.
Yo,
pulling out props.
The boys be using this shit as weapons, bro. I had to take that shit from them, man.
Over here,
be using everything.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Look, the Phoenix Suns is gonna win hella games because guess what? You gotta play. You don't play the best team every night. You go stretches where you play terrible teams for 2 weeks. You can go 8-0, 10-0 in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do that. But when it comes to these playoffs, and shit will slow down. Like, who did Vogel bring on his staff, like, to help with the offense, to help with this flow? Because that's going to be key for Phoenix. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know who's on the staff.
And is Eric Gordon, like, one of them signs, like, are we off him now? Like, we always want him to go somewhere, and it's like, he goes to a team, and it's like, he don't do shit, bro. But
he
it's
was
always
hooping in a couple of those Clippers games in the playoffs. He was hooping.
Yeah.
He was hooping. But I'm saying is like Eric Gordon.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's not one of them. Like he ain't definitely.
He'll sneak up on you. He'll drop 4 threes in a game, and you'll have to remember him. But then you will have to, or you will forget.
Yes.
Or Air Gordon's on the team, whatever.
Yes.
But there'll be stretches where he'll get some playing time and he'll knock down some shots.
He's gonna knock down shots because he can shoot, and he's gonna be wide open playing in Phoenix.
A lot of it just feels like a lot of lateral movement plus some specialists. Like Gordon, yes, he's gonna bring shooting, which is good for them, but once playoffs come, he could get hunted a little bit. Eubanks is just Jock Londale at home. KBD, I got a soft spot for Keita because he was a hooper in college and he played for the Wolves. He was a fun player to watch when we were just ass, but like he just seems like he's gonna fill that Torrey Craig role.
Yeah,
the same thing of is the shot gonna fall?
Yep.
Yuta, absolute sniper, but is he gonna fly in the playoffs, or are they just gonna drag him over to the ball and force him to defend?
Yeah, because Yuta is definitely a sniper.
Yeah,
he's definitely
that stripe. But once it comes to playoffs, it's like
that's the thing.
I don't know. It's
as far as like the additions, it's obviously all role players. You said the names. We knew it was going to come in. I'm a little higher on Yuta. Just the athleticism and the shooting is good off the bench for them. KD's guy obviously brought him along. But the other guys, not really exciting.
No.
Like you said, a lot of lateral movement.
A lot of it, bro.
You had to fill out the bench, and they did it. But
lateral plus like 2 extra guys that you can toy with.
Exactly. But
they don't scare a baby, bro.
Be a good 3 seed,
They don't scare a baby.
I'm more interested to see what obviously this was the dialogue all along of how are they going to fill out the roster, but now I'm just coming back to wondering what the trio is going to look like together, what DeAndre Ayton we're going to get.
Oh my God, you forget about him.
So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm still kind of waiting on things with them because, yes, I think Booker's a really good playmaker, but is he going to be can he run the point in like a finals or something like that is what I'm curious about. And
I would almost like shift more towards Beal.
The Phoenix Suns I feel like the Suns were in a good spot just going to get KD. We're going to have a whole full offseason of KD and Booker and build around them too. I think them going to get Beal really just, I don't like it. I don't like that shit at all. I don't know how y'all feel.
There's a world where
I don't like that shit.
There's a world where Bradley Beal gets traded next year. KD might get traded next year. There's a world where it happes.
Aiden could get flipped at the deadline for all.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we already know about him.
You think they would trade KD next year?
There's the CBA coming.
After what Mikal was looking like, I don't think they're selling that stock that quick.
Can't do that.
I'm saying anything's possible.
It is.
Well, yeah, this is true.
That's top heavy as a
roster.
roster.
This is the NBA we're talking about.
Exactly.
No, you're right. Beal for sure.
He's just the oldest he's just the oldest one. Beal's the newest one.
Yeah.
Booker ain't going nowhere.
Booker ain't going nowhere. So, damn.
And Aiden's been on the block ain't gonna be on the block until he gets moved. Just straight
new John Collins.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Man, we got. Did we talk about John Collins last week?
Yeah, we did. I had to double check when I was making our little notes.
I couldn't think about it. We talked about it.
It's hard to keep track of.
It is.
Oh man.
I don't know nothing about the Suns. We gotta wait till May.
Yeah.
Like to really April, May, we're really gonna know like they're gonna win games because they can hoop.
Yeah, talent alone, this team's 45, 50, like
it's like
easy.
You don't play good teams every night. So you're gonna get your wins. They should be at 50 plus, I believe, easily, with no problem. I know they're in the same division with the Lakers and the Warriors. Yo, that is a crazy ass division.
I don't even think about divisions, man.
Me either. I don't either. I was just talking about this shit with somebody. I feel like basketball is one sport we don't give a fuck about division. Like we never talk about that. Like
once they changed the playoff seeding where the 3 division leaders don't get the top 3 seeds, it was a wrap after that point.
and why they do that anyway?
I don't even care.
That's dumb.
I just remember like
that was stupid.
It fucked up the Bulls one year.
Yeah, that shit dumb. But anyway,
I think it's because like kind of like how they have in baseball right now. You have a loaded division, and a team will get screwed out of like a spot where they should be because of it.
I.e.,
I think the
NL
Bulls
West or AL East always gonna have
tricky
somebody.
to weigh in the game of. You take out one thing, you're gonna have an issue with the other. It's simple as that. But these Suns, I don't know, man.
We'll wait till April. Wait till April.
I'm interested.
I think they might be done with moves at this point. I don't think there's nothing else they really can do. I think they're pretty much. This is what I think this is the team we're going to see going into training camp.
At this point, what? Vet men guys the rest of the way?
Got to be.
Yeah.
Or
like
a buyout person in the middle after the trade deadline or some shit.
They still got Campaign. They still got
they're
Wainsworth.
They got full roster.
Yeah, so it's over with.
Yeah, they're done.
It's over with for them. I mean, they're done for this offseason.
It's a crazy cap sheet to look at.
Yeah, I already know. I already know it is. That's crazy. Damn. Let's see who else. I'm gonna skip around. I'm gonna stay in the West. We're still there. I'm gonna move on to Dallas. And Dallas made some interesting moves. We're gonna talk about the obvious real quick. Kyrie. Did nobody else really want him?
It's like, did anyone have the money? And if you have the money, is that something you want to risk?
Exactly.
Like, do you want to give somebody 3 for 126 and have a player option? So it's like,
no. What you want to do is give Jalen Brunson 4 for 100,
and been just fine. And they've been just fine.
Make a great point.
Yeah, they've been just fine. I did miss the Seth Curry though. I missed that.
You know what? A lot of people sleep on him. I'm still a fan of his shooting.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna draw attention.
Oh he can still shoot
shots.
Yo, he can still shoot, bro.
We know he's not a defender, playmaker, but take a player for what he is, and he's still good at shooting.
Yeah, shooter's gonna stay in the league.
He's played around some of those guys already.
Yeah, shooter's gonna stay in the league.
Yeah, what is this, second or third stint in Dallas at this point?
Third? Is it his third? It feel like it's third, but
at least
I think it's the second.
At least the second.
Okay. And then they got Dante Exum.
Oh no, it is his third. Damn.
This is third? Oh my god.
He was there in 16, 17, then he went to Portland, and then he came back. Damn. I didn't know it was his third. That's crazy.
Third stint. Yeah, I knew it wasn't crazy.
That is insane. But where the fuck did they find Dante Exum from? What league was he in?
He was
So I think the Jazz, someone in the Jazz organization now works with Dallas, who was real tight with Exum still, and he was hooping overseas, I guess.
Yeah, Partizan's a pretty big team in Euroball. They play in Serbia, so that's where he was hooping. Let me go look up these stats real quick. Get these Euroball stats out.
These Euroball stats. Hopefully they're accurate. Shit.
Oh man. You never know with them Euroball stats. I just cannot believe Dante Exum, bro. Like, wasn't he a top 5 pick by Utah?
5. Number 5.
Oh my god, bro.
I remember using him in 2K his rookie year. I'd always draft him. It's cool to see those guys get back in the league, though, stuff like that.
No, yeah, that's crazy. They must really needed him.
Especially because he was like a jump shot away from being a problem.
He had some really bad.
A lot of people.
He was on that list of if he gets a jump shot.
He was. If he gets it, yep.
He's pretty much the new Frank Ntilikina in their lineup.
Oh my god,
Frankie smokes.
Phil Jackson is the reason for that.
Yeah, he did some things there.
What did he see in that young man? I just don't know.
Defensive combo guard who couldn't shoot.
And
Phil Jackson was like, "Give me that shit."
This is not 1989.
He said, "We gonna run the triangle."
You're a point guard. Don't need to shoot. He's a point guard. He needs to just play defense and pass. This is at that time. What was it? 2018, 2017 at that time?
It was too late.
He might have been 2015 at that time when he said that. Like, too late, like you said. This is not 89. This is not 1990. But
I like some of the stuff Dallas did, but I still am a little wary on how far they can go.
yeah. Facts.
Like, I like the Lively pick. A flyer on Rashawn Holmes and picking up a rookie alongside it. Why not? Getting off Bertans, just making some overall moves seems solid, but it's still a lot of the same stuff. And do we know Jason Kidd is going to play Lively earlier? Is he just going to throw old boy Dwight Powell out there every time? So,
and
we'll see.
You get a 4 year.
What I saw was they were still trying to look for a vet to start, bring Lively along slowly, but
still got JaVale hanging out there.
I was about to say it might be JaVale.
It's cool that Kyrie and Luka gonna get a full year together, but they have to make the playoffs this year. But I see second round with this roster if at best. That's at best.
Yeah.
So I still think they can make the playoffs, but they're not getting past the second round if they even get past the second round. So nothing that Dallas did. Like, it was like, all right, Kyrie resigned. You know, I learned about Seth Curry late, Dante Exum. Like, it was nothing. Like, you got off the Bertans deal.
They're trying.
They're trying. I still like Maxi Kleber over there. Nice little role player. Hopefully he's knocking down shots.
Yeah. You need him.
Tim Hardaway's gonna be streaky, but
you
still
know he's gonna be streaky. God damn.
Yeah.
He'll be in trade rumors till always.
Trade rumors until he retired. That's what it is with him. But there was nothing really exciting there. I could just move. Unless we got a few teams that made multiple deals. Indiana. I want to talk about Bruce Brown real quick because that is huge for Indiana, and that's a bad loss for Denver.
I saw people talking overpay, but when you have money, I was looking at go take a look at the Pacers'
it's a second-year team option. Like,
go look at the Pacers' cap sheet. He's their highest-paid player right now.
Right,
that's the thing.
They had money to spend,
and the second-year team option is perfect.
And if you want to trade him next year, you can trade him. It's more...
Yes.
I don't know. I think the Pacers are going to be I don't think they're going to be anything crazy, but I think they can be a really fun team to watch.
They were super fun until Halliburton got hurt.
And I like the Darius Walker pick.
He was still hooping when he came back. He game timed us a few times. Oh, my God.
People saying Darius Walker going to start from the jump, too. Like, they're high on this kid.
I like Darius a lot. He's fun.
I don't like to hear this.
He's fun.
Because we got to play against the Pacers.
You care about divisions that much?
Hey, we still got to play them more than play anybody else.
I guess.
I do feel them, though. Like, sometimes, because you got to play them teams 4 times. So it's like, fuck.
And it's like, I like Halliburton. We could have had him in the draft. Now I got to play him over and over.
That is one thing. Is those players that you like that you have. I feel that one.
Yes.
I feel that one.
Shit.
We had to see his ass 4 times. He's going to cook us. We know he's going to cook us. We like him, but goddamn. But I like what Indiana did.
They got Isaiah Wong, too.
Oh, they got Isaiah Wong?
They got like 3 of my favorite draft guys. They got Jarris, they got Ben Shepherd, and they got an Oscar Sheboy on a 2-way, too.
I had no idea.
Rebound guy.
I was about to say, I don't know how that guy goes undrafted. I get it. It's very raw, but look at the numbers. Damn.
Yeah.
He rebounds.
Yeah. Motherfucking teams need rebounders, okay? People cannot rebound.
He's 24 years old.
Oh, my.
He's 24? Oh, damn. I didn't know all that.
Go get that grown man. That grown man got bills to pay. He's going to rebound.
Oh, we're on the topic of them. They went and got Obi Toppin, too, on a little flyer.
Oh, yeah, they did.
2 more seconds. These second-round picks.
Why not? I'm not a big Obi guy.
Me either.
He seems like a...
For 2 seconds, I'm an Obi guy.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Some Tyrese to Obi lobs will be a joy.
Oh, you're going to see it.
Just throw that bitch.
He might play better. He might play better with the Pacers.
Nah.
Tyrese dropped the Mahomes, fuck it, Tyreek out there somewhere. He said that's going to be me and Obi all season.
Oh, just throwing miles like that? Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
Chuck it up there.
I don't want to see that.
Hey,
not against the Bulls.
They got some. They got some bouncy lads.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to see that against
Interesting young team. They got Miles Turner. He might be the oldest person on that team. Shit.
the Bulls. Yeah,
He
how
broke
old Miles
it up
Turner?
at
What is he? 25?
Miles Turner
27?
is
Yeah, he might be 27. He might be 27.
27 years old.
Damn.
Well,
They
listen.
definitely got a.
You know what's crazy? In the Eastern Conference, a lot of the teams that made moves, guess what, Zoe? They're in our division.
Our division.
They really didn't make moves. They just really did re-signing. So, like, the Milwaukee Bucks, what they do? They re-signed Middleton.
Good for him. Good for them.
And
Before we
should
jump
stay.
to them, shout out to Halliburton for getting his bag too.
oh shit! Before we jump to, oh my god, you're right.
Oof.
The rookie contract extension, 5 for 205, right? The max was 260, 270.
Yeah, if they make, I think it's an All NBA incentive. If they make All NBA, it goes up to 260. But man, that getting used to seeing that kind of money on paper is crazy. But
yeah. Round of applause for him.
You pay your money to keep your guys around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Round of applause to that young man because that's a lot of goddamn money. I'm gonna give it to
That's
him.
a lot of money.
I'm gonna give it to
Hey,
him.
he was having a good time.
He
He was having a good time on
focused
Twitter
myself.
after the contract.
Yeah. You're not bring you in. Are you still? Can we see you, Jonah?
I can't do rounds
see
of
you?
I can't do rounds of applause.
No, you can't. Because as
Messing
soon as
up
you
the
do
focus.
it, your camera like, what is happening? They don't know.
Man,
Man, I
don't
almost
even know.
forgot. And man, looking at the notes too, and I almost just steamroll right past that shit like it ain't nothing. So shout out to that young
Diving into
man.
them Bucks.
These players are getting fucking paid. I know that's probably why these older players be mad. Even players from 2010. Nah,
It's
salty.
crazy.
13 years ago. Salty.
I was thinking like Rashard Lewis bag today.
Bro.
That man's getting.
Imagine what Rose will be getting right now, bro. Rose got what Dylan Brooks got, bro. That was
Maybe.
Rose is getting 20 a
yeah.
year, bro. I will always use that. Derrick Rose max contract, he's making 20 a year. What year was that? 2011 when he signed that shit?
You know you did some good shit if you have a contract
2012?
rule written after yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So
The shit has changed in that 13 years. Look how much this shit has changed. Fred VanVleet got $42 fucking million. Derrick Rose has never got that shit in one season. Just player contract. Come on, man. That's just insane.
And money is gonna keep going up.
Keep going up. TV deals is not going nowhere. Streaming services is not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's here. It's keep going up, but now I can move to the Bucks. Like we said, shout out Middleton getting his 3-102 player option. I'm assuming it's a player option.
yeah.
That's a good. What,
I think
34, 33.
I think his option coming into this year was like 34 mil that he declined. So the Bucks are getting him like the same amount of money plus 2 years.
It might have been 37. Shit, it was up there.
It was up there.
So they got like a little discount for this year, but he still gets that financial security. So it seemed like good for both parties. I mean, he just has to be healthy.
Did he talk to anybody else, or was it just like a foregone conclusion like he was going back to Milwaukee? I don't know.
There were the rumors, but I didn't hear much smoke.
Yeah.
You're not leaving Milwaukee with Giannis to go to Sacramento.
Yeah, like you
But
gotta
there was
be
more
somewhere.
with the Brook Lopez. The Brook Lopez smoke was a lot more than Middleton.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
People, Lakers fans talking about we want Brooks. How?
Hey, they had their chance.
They did have that chance.
And they fucked that up.
Oof.
They fucked that up. But and then but shout out to him. He got Brook Lopez has just changed his whole career. I know we talked about it before in other episodes, but this man just has changed his career.
He's had 2 careers.
He's found a way to keep getting checks. And you're right, 2 careers. That's basically what he's had, man. Like, this is not the
that Brooklyn to LA years.
Yes.
And then when he signed in Milwaukee that first year, $3 million. They win. He cashes in, gets his little 4 years, 50 whatever. Now he just cashed in again
2 for
Hey,
48.
you
I
right
looked
on
it up.
with these whatever numbers. These are spot on. I'm looking at it
Yo,
right now. You're
looked it
locked
up
in.
because when that
He
when that
is
notification
smart the
came
fuck
out,
up.
I had to look it up. This man's gonna earn $222 million over his career, and he keeps getting paid at the right times.
He does.
And even after he's 36, if his back holds up, he could even get a little 1-year deal after
could.
Get
that.
another deal.
He
man.
will. He will. As long as he keep doing his thing, he's on. He got to be with somebody good like Giannis. He's gonna be just fine. He had a great season. He was in Defensive Player of the Year conversation all
His
year.
defense was crazy last year.
It was nuts, man. So
Right in time for that contract talk.
yep. So shout out to him. Who
Bucks
else?
got their
Jay
business
Crowder
done.
got re-signed there. I don't know what the number was. Was it just a 1 year?
It just they haven't
So,
announced
yeah.
anything, but I'm guessing it's a min.
Yeah.
I think I saw like 5 or 6, but it wasn't too much.
I don't know
Yeah.
if
1 year.
Jay Crowder. He's gonna have a training camp. Well, did he have a training camp last year and he just ended up not
Nope.
playing? Oh, he didn't have one at all. So this will help
He
him.
was
He got
sitting at
traded
home.
to the Nets, and then he got traded to the Bucks like the next day.
Oh yeah. So you're right. So he got
Because he was in
sent
the
home.
KD trade, and then he got rerouted
Yeah.
to the Bucks.
Yeah, Monty had his ass at home.
Yeah, he did.
I thought Jay Crowder hated his life in Milwaukee for last season, so I was a little surprised to see him come back. But I don't think there was much of a better opportunity.
There was no right. It wasn't a better opportunity at this point. Players' careers, like, where you going? Like, do you really want to spend your last years somewhere terrible? What's the bad team right now? I don't even know, but
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Oh my God, do you want to go there? There's no adults
The token shitty team to throw out now.
there. Yeah, there's 0 adults over there. So
Houston's risen up a little bit above them.
Exactly. So it's like
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So it's not too many teams you want to go to. So I want to say the Bucks didn't have huge signings. They got re-signs that they needed to have if they wanted to make another run. They were key
They brought in
for them.
Malik Beasley too.
Oh, they
today.
did. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Which for $2
Chucker.
million,
Chucker, bro. Just
for $2 million, you take that.
Yeah.
easy.
A
And
shooter.
I know a lot of people in Bulls Nation were talking about trying to get him. He's not taking that deal to come to Chicago, so
No.
we can just dead that.
Yeah.
He's trying to win a chip.
Yeah, you're not
He's
doing
with
that.
arguably the best player in the world. Like, let's
Yeah.
chill.
When you got
Good
somebody
pickup
like
for
Beasley
Milwaukee.
who just played a half a season with LeBron, and then you got the team with Giannis looking at you, you're not going to the Bulls. Like, you're
Beasley
not
was put
taking
up
that step
19. He was put up 19 a game for us one year too. Like
Yeah, he's not
there's some
bad.
juice there. Obviously, you look at like what happened in the playoffs with the Lakers. He's probably not much of a playoff option, but give me Wes Matthews was their like guy in this spot prior. So give me him
Yeah.
over Wes Matthews.
Yeah. Wes Matthews is not the same anymore. So
They
Yeah.
got Marjon Beauchamp, who's going to take a step next year, fill
I do
some
like
more of those
Marjon.
minutes. And they'll be solid. It's still Milwaukee.
Milwaukee could still be the first seed.
They got
again.
rid of Bud. Yeah, they got rid of Bud. It'll be a little different, but
That is one interesting
these
thing to
pieces are what you wanted to keep around just to
That
make
is
sure you
going to
can
be
still make a
interesting with a
run.
new coach. But listen, how I feel about LeBron, you got Giannis, you're going to always have a chance.
They got Robin Lopez back today too.
Yeah,
I forgot
Robin
about that.
Lopez.
that's crazy. The brothers.
Hook shot goat.
Right.
The
He
hook
was.
shot
I
goal.
enjoyed him on the Bulls. He had so much. He's just a fun dude.
He's funny as hell for no reason.
Yeah, for no
He's a
reason.
character.
I love it. I love it so much.
He's making a nice little living off being a third string center for
Yeah.
teams. Every
Find
year.
your niche, man.
He finds a new team every year to get his $3 million and sit on the bench.
Find your niche, my boy. Do your thing. Whatever you gotta do to keep getting checks, do it. Period.
I mean, he's a fan favorite. People love him.
Everywhere
they know
he
he's
goes.
messing with all the team mascots everywhere he goes.
Everywhere.
He hates the mascots.
It's
Yep.
fun. It's fun. Anything else on the Bucks? Any thoughts? It's the same
A
team.
lot of the same.
They can
Lot
fuck
of the
around,
same.
still be the first seed. I feel.
Fucking
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like
exactly.
if only way this is really big news for the Bucks if they said Giannis got traded. That's it, and it's not gonna.
Pretty much.
That's the only way it's not gonna happen. So, the Cavs. What did they do? They
They did a
got
lot.
some
They
wing
did a
help.
lot.
They got some shooters.
Finally.
Max Strus
Yeah.
in the building.
Yeah, that's
Whew.
some shooting.
Good for him. Hey, round of applause for that.
You need-
that
you
kind of
need a
shit.
round of applause for him? A round of applause
Yeah.
for who? Max Strus? Yeah, we got you, my man. Shout out to you.
He's probably, I want to say he's making more this next season than he's made in his whole career so far, probably.
What's his
Probably,
contract?
He was, he's making 4 years, $63 million, so an average of about $16 million a year. They needed shooting help, and that was one of the better options on the market. So
badly, wing help and shooting.
We saw that
they got that with
the
him.
Knicks exposed that shit in the playoffs. Bad.
Bad. And then, can we talk about the Niang contract? Because what?
That kind of surprised me.
Well, 3 for 25.
Yeah, who was gonna
3 for 26?
Who was gonna give him that much?
The shooting numbers are great, but everything else terrifies me with him because he's nicknamed the minivan for a reason. That man has no mobility.
That's his nickname?
3-point line to 3-point line.
The minivan. Yeah.
Is there any options in that?
I hope so. Some non-guarantees. Give me something.
It is a 3-year, $26 million straight up. So
oof.
I thought it was a little more than I'd be comfortable.
God damn.
It was a little more than I'd be comfortable with.
Wow. What is going on?
You're looking at a team that needed that. I give them the flyer on them because they needed shooting, but
it's just been
a tradable contract too.
It's just got some contracts. Money just flying out the window.
Hey, shooters have gotten paid less or gotten paid more. My bad.
Oh yeah, you can shoot.
But
they're in a weird salary spot too as a team where I think they can kind of deal with it because Mobley still has 2 more seasons on his rookie deal. Jared Allen has 3 more seasons at $20 million.
Just about to ask you about him.
Mitchell has 2 more seasons.
20 per for
that was a damn good deal for them.
No, that's
and then Garland's still on his rookie extension. I think it's just kicking in this season. So
and what's Spider getting like 45 a year? 40
He's
a
at
year?
33 this year, 35 next year, and then a player option, which I'm sure he will opt out of. So it kind of gives him that 2-year window to work with, where it's like, okay, you can live with some of these deals, but I mean,
for me,
it seemed like that was the flexibility was the free agency stuff. So,
and then Levert returned.
Levert,
2 for 3.
Well, I'm always gonna be a Levert. Yeah, 32. I'm a Levert guy.
Yeah,
I'll find a spot for him on my team.
I've sold all my stock. Yeah, I'm not.
If he was more of a small forward and not a point forward.
Yeah, I've sold all my stock on him. Like,
he's
in order for me to buy some more,
he's a tricky fit.
Yeah, he has to really show me something this year for me to be like, I want all that stock back, or at least some of it back. But
it's tough when you need that many on ball reps to be good too with him.
Correct. The shooting is streaky, but even then,
super streaky,
low
man.
30s.
Yeah, like
low 30s still. So I get it.
So
what else did the Cavs do? Hey, Ty Jerome got a little 2-year, $5 million.
Hey, I give my own little round of applause for Ty Jerome because
he played some decent minutes with the Warriors last year.
Ty Jerome could always be my third point guard on any team. Don't matter what it is. I'm gonna sign him.
Wait,
he's just cool.
Max Strus was a sign and trade.
Yeah. So they sent Lamar Stevens to somewhere.
Who else did they?
Wasn't much.
Oh wow. Well,
wasn't much crazy.
To me, they needed these.
Oh yeah. Cedi Osman was in that deal too. He went to San Antonio.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's
so they kind of.
He gonna fit in. He gonna fit in with Pop. Watch.
Yeah, that's a Pop. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, that's
they
a
rotated
Pop guy.
the forward spot a little bit, but
yeah, that's a Pop guy.
It's yeah.
They made moves they needed to make. They had to do something, but I still see them in like a 4 or 5 seed type team. They might make it to the second round. They may not.
The shooting gives them a chance.
Yeah,
but same.
They can't have a bad matchup in that first round because they can lose again. So I don't really see much as this team constructed now. We know things can definitely change throughout the season, trade deadline, buyout, all type of stuff. But I don't. Good for them for actually addressing things they needed to get done. So Anything else y'all got to talk about with the Cleveland Cavaliers? And people was really doing some shit. On to these Chicago Bulls. They re-signed Vooch. Not really shocked. It was like, yeah.
Nah. I wish that third year was either non-guaranteed, team option,
damage
something.
control.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They had to do that. They had to do this.
They had to.
Kobe White, shout out to Kobe.
20 million is
no, it's not.
20 million is solid for Vooch though.
Yes,
honestly, started breaking it down. Pirtle got 20 mil. There was somebody else getting 20 mil. Like, it's just the average number.
That's very unmarket for him.
Getting around there, like, exactly. I'm not mad at the number at all. Just years. So.
Yeah. Kobe White getting 3 for 33. Shout out to him. Getting
that
the
was
contract.
That was a steal. I like the incentives part of that deal. Let him earn it. If he's hooping, he gets it. But that little base of 10, 11.
So does it?
And that's like
does it drop off at 40 million?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Okay.
Let me see if I can figure out what triggers that.
Yeah, I haven't seen the details of it.
Confused
I haven't seen that either.
Shams report. I saw one person reported as 33, another reported as 40.
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh,
I made 10 mil in 2 seconds.
There's a fight going on.
We went up. We were like, the cap space. We need the number. What's the fucking cap number?
Yeah, I don't know what.
But I mean,
no, I like that. I like that as a backup combo. Keep him for another few years. Let him develop. He's still young. Showing promise last year. I told you, I'm cool with him being the starting point guard next year. So
it's and a lot of it's like if you
really
let
have
him
a
go,
choice, bro.
That's a lot of the things too.
Exactly.
You just have to retain him, and it seems like a solid number. I think other teams would have done the same thing if he went out in free agency.
Because you look at it, the Bulls not going to start Ayo at point. So
nah, you can't. Not anymore.
No,
I don't even know what's going on with Ayo. He's still just chilling out there.
Restricted.
Yeah, that qualifying offer, just chilling.
Bro, you better take that shit. That's easy for me to.
He's probably gonna.
That's easy for me to say. That's easy for me to say, but still,
take that little what's it called? That little qualifying offer. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
How much was it?
QO. Yeah. $5 million.
That's what I thought. $5 million. For you can't. I get it. So I get why they, got Kobe White. You can't do shit with Ayo. I mean, starting. Now
these next two. Oh, go ahead. My bad. We're about to do the same. We're about to do the same shit too.
Now, this Javon Carter. I'm gonna say this: Javon Carter and Torrey Craig. They signed them both. I don't remember what the Torrey Craig contract was. Javon Carter got a 3 for 20.
Two for $5 million.
Oh wow! And
yeah, I know that's a steal.
That is insane.
That's a steal.
I didn't get a chance to look that up today. But
I'll get to that
that's nuts.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second.
This Javon Carter one.
30.
He will be good to come off the bench, but I just felt like that's just a Caruso duplicate.
Shooting's definitely better.
Shooting is definitely better than Caruso's, but I get it. I just didn't like it. But it's not what I want the Bulls to get. They couldn't go get. So you got to spend some money. It's not bad money. We already know like this team is not going to do a rebuild. I've seen people say to me and on Twitter that they think DeMar Levine will get traded. I don't think neither one of them dudes is getting traded. That's just me personally.
At this point, it's not looking.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting traded. Period. With the moves they've made, you going to get Javon Carter and Torrey Craig lets me know that you're not trading DeMar or Levine. At no point. No trade deadline. None of that. Like, that shit is over with. They're going to play their contracts out, or at least DeMar going to play his contract out. That's it. Unless somebody just really, and the Bulls are just really bad. Only way I see that if the Bulls are just so bad at the deadline, like they have no choice. But I don't see that.
You got to be, at that point, it had to be really bad for them to start moving pieces.
Yeah, I don't see that. Go ahead.
I will say Javon Carter, good defender, good shooter.
Oh, yeah.
I like the addition. in a vacuum. Torrey Craig, same thing. Good shooter, good defender in a vacuum. Now, with this team and the direction that we're going, these are not the additions that you make.
No, that's what
These are win now.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
These are win now championship contending pieces.
Yes.
I don't even know what Torrey Craig's thinking. He should be ring chasing.
Yeah, what the fuck you coming here for?
I don't get it. Carter coming home, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's a very good contract. 6-7 mil.
Yeah.
You'll flip that regardless.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old. If you guys if you want to tear it down, that's the good thing is a lot of these guys are very tradable and they'll have value.
Very
Absolutely.
tradable. But as far as
go ahead.
Next season, I don't think Zach's getting traded. If anybody, I still hope DeMar and that expiring contract's going to get flipped to some team that's going to win.
Yeah.
Try to win, contend. But I feel like it's just slowly diving into this rebuild. And this is just a retool. This is just phase one of what's going to happen. Trying to build around Zach.
A very fucking Bulls thing they're doing this offseason.
A very Bulls thing to do. So, on brand. I'm happy they're doing something. We'll see what it looks like. It's not Pat Bev, and I'm happy about that.
Yes.
And shooting is shooting. But I wish they would have taken some flyers like the Lakers did with the Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish, these young guys. See what you can get with them.
They weren't going to do that shit.
Hell no.
I didn't even think about, these are definitely, win now moves with Javon Carter and Torrey. And then Torrey Craig for 2 for 5, was nobody else giving him that?
I don't know how he ended up in Chicago.
What the fuck is that?
Love it. He's going to be tough.
Yeah, he is going to be tough.
But
the shooting can disappear. For sure.
Yeah, this still leaves us all healthy in a 6, 7, 8 range. So
all in with this team.
I still look at the wing department.
Yeah, all in with this team. We're not gonna. I guess we can rebound with Drummond. That's one person. Then we don't really have a point guard. We're gonna see how Kobe can do, but we just don't have. Our offense just looks so predictable and sluggish, no movement. We had nobody to really get the offense going. When we didn't have really nobody to push the ball and we get to rebound. We get to rebound and we're on a fast break and we just fuck it up. I don't know how that happens. It happens so much.
A lot of times.
It happens so much.
Easy.
Or they get the rebound and they don't push it. So it's and then our half court is bad and you get DeMar doing the same. They run the same play to DeMar coming off a hook. Get to the top of the key. He'll stop at the elbow and do a couple Kobe pump fakes. And we hope that shit go in.
Yeah. And it's frustrating about DeMar, too, because he should have sold last year.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to this February, trying to get him off to a contender, you're going to end up with
nothing.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Me either, that's 34, 35-year-old.
Come on, man. You could have traded him last year. That team could have for 2 years. We're not going to get shit for him. So at this point, just play it out.
Yeah, they doubled down the continuity shit. This is the team.
And we knew when they didn't trade Vooch that he was gonna come back here.
Yeah.
If you just pay attention to the landscape of things, where was he gonna go? Nowhere. So it's
there was a lot of talk about who was gonna outbid us, but you also don't want to insult him and he leaves to go make 15 mil for a contender instead of 15 mil in Chicago. It makes sense.
Yep. No, yeah, fact.
But as far as the direction of our team,
I don't know.
I'm playing. Hopefully not late lottery. Shit.
I just don't know. I'm just talking about them because they made moves. That's the only reason I'm talking about.
They made moves.
These punk ass Bulls.
Yeah, I can hop off my soapbox. We can. Shit.
That's pretty much all the teams that did shit. Look, what else? There's some big contracts out there that was made. What we got here? Y'all want to talk trades? Y'all want to talk potential trades?
Let's talk.
What y'all want to do?
Let's talk Portland real quick.
Okay.
With Jerry and Grant, and then we'll talk. Yeah.
Group it together.
That's right.
Exactly.
Dude,
Jerry and Grant got the bag.
Jeremy.
Not
Jeremy.
What did he say? He didn't say.
What I said?
You said not Jeremy. You didn't say Jeremy.
I said Jarian.
Yeah.
He ain't no Notre Dame guard.
We are recording at 11:30 Monday night.
It is.
He ain't no Bulls
July
legend.
Hey, shout out Jarian.
That Jeremy
He's playing in the
Grant
Turkish
deal,
league right now.
Really? I want to know. If I'm a Portland Trailblazers fan, I need to know what are these conversations like, because did you guys have a conversation with Dame before you gave Jeremy Grant the bag? Now you're going to be stuck with that.
I think they were going to give him it regardless.
You think so?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my god.
Which is questionable. That's a lot of money for that guy.
That was the hole they dug when they kind of traded for him and only gave up like a first for it. Is he was going to be due for this deal, and the only reason they didn't extend him prior is because his extension value was like significantly lower than if they waited till this offseason to sign him back, because he could get another 5th year, which obviously means more money.
$32 million a year, bro.
Played themselves.
It does frustrate me with the whole direction thing, because maybe they could have worked out a sign and trade or something, but still, it's like how much value would be getting back from that if you're giving out that much money on a 5-year deal. That's why Portland's such a tricky spot anyways, is yes, the Dame thing was there, but you have the Simon situation all over again, which is pretty much the CJ thing all over again. You still don't have a rim protecting center, and then you have this Grant contract thing. So it's just a lot of the same thing.
Investigate these guys.
Which
and they have no
makes
leverage.
It very understandable.
Zero leverage.
That Dame would want to leave.
Oh, yeah. Zero leverage. Like, people know, like, it's out there now. Like,
Dame said he was going to wait for free agency, and it was 2 days. He said, I got to go.
Trade Dame. Aim for, I don't care who's on your team. If Jeremy's making $27 million on a bottom 5 team, who cares? You can get a good pick and try to build around Scoot. Scoot's timeline is starting today. You don't need to rush things. You got Shaden around. You got some pieces. It's not like end of the world, but it all comes back to what we've wanted this whole time and what has now been requested. So
finally. Fuck.
But yeah, 5 years, $160 million. It's a lot of money.
I don't know where.
It's a lot of money.
I don't know where Dame can even go with that contract.
The list of contenders who have pieces to move is real small, if it even exists. I'm still looking at Miami being the best as far as the assets that they can give back to somebody. Brooklyn does have a lot of draft picks. They're going to be late picks with like Spencer Dinwiddie, and you don't want that package. Hero might be the best you can get.
I've seen rumors that they don't even want him and he'll be rerouted to a third team.
Say it again?
That's what I've been seeing. I've seen rumors surrounding that if there is a Dame to Portland deal or Dame to Miami deal, Hero will be rerouted to a third team.
Yeah. Hey, reroute him to Chicago for DeMar.
What is Dame getting paid?
You get some cap relief.
Dame?
Yeah.
45?
He's 45, 48, and then he signed that 2-year deal with the $58 million to $63 million.
Oof.
But if you're a team like Miami, you don't care about that. You get Dame.
You don't care. Pat don't give a fuck about that.
You got Dame. He's better than Kyle Lowry. I don't care if he makes twice the money. He's 3 times better player.
Oh, hold
4
on.
times.
Side note: if Kyle Lowry gets bought out and signs with Chicago Bulls on a vet min to be reunited with DeMar DeRozan,
go back to Toronto.
Yeah, please go back to Toronto, bro.
Get your name up in the rafters.
We don't.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, me too. I don't.
If I have to.
The Bulls the Bulls don't I don't even want to talk about that shit.
By default, if I have to root for him because he's on my team, I'm not gonna like it. That's how much I dislike Kyle Lowry.
You've never liked Kyle Lowry, though, have you?
Nah, he's a fraud. Let me hop back on my soapbox.
Go ahead. Get your shit off real quick. Go ahead.
This man got his shine by killing second units. That's when he was having his all-star seasons. His numbers were against second units.
Uh-huh.
I get it. He can make a big shot, but I just don't have any stock in that man. Like,
you don't
from the jump.
You're not fucking with him at all, huh?
Nah.
Not even now as like I don't want him on the Bulls either.
It's becoming
let's be
becoming
clear.
A weekly routine for Zoe.
Let's be clear.
Kyle Lowry hatred.
I don't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
Just be clear.
We can keep moving.
We keep moving.
Yeah.
What else we got? What other big
that Dame package?
Huh?
The Dame package, like Hero, Jovic picks.
I don't understand.
That's probably the best you're gonna get.
Oh yeah, because look, what is Dame making so much already? So I imagine they already need a third team with this, regardless.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Miami's such a tricky. They've been a tricky team to trade with for all these years because you have your top heavy guys of Jimmy, Bam, Lowry, Hero, and then it jumps down to Duncan, and then it jumps down to like $5 million in reserve. So it's like how much. It's hard to piece those guys together from what are your untouchable guys, and then Hero's been in the trade rumors obviously because he's the only guy in that middle range that is actually like tradable. So,
exactly.
That's why it's been so tricky with them. Yeah, we'll see.
And then that domino, like I said, is holding up a lot of free agency moves because teams are probably waiting.
Oh yeah.
There was a report that came out about Miami is waiting on some. They're waiting on some of their minimum signings just because they don't know about roster flexibility and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That came out with the Malik Beasley article today. I think he had some interest from Miami, but Miami didn't want to pull the trigger now, and he got that offer from Milwaukee, so he went there. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. Miami did make a couple decent little signings. Josh Richardson is back in Miami.
Josh Richardson.
He did.
Nice role player, man. People
he was fun in
sleep
Miami
on him,
when
I
he
think.
started
He was
off.
always
He was
going
really
to some,
fun.
like some weird teams all the time, so I'm with you. I like that. I
He
like
bounced
that.
around the block.
I ain't gonna lie though, when I do like franchise modes on 2K or my GM, I should say.
He's always a good little.
Yes,
he's always a good
pickup.
Even when, like,
he's a nice
3 years ago, I'd always pick him up.
Yes, I always picked him up.
He's a nice piece.
No, he is. He's
3-and-D.
No, he's definitely
3-and-D. A little bit of ball handling too, a little playmaking.
You know what? That term has calmed down a little bit because for a long time, 3-and-D was getting attached to anybody that got a steal and made a three. Like it was getting to be.
It was
bad.
It's an archetype.
Yeah, it was like so bad.
You were athletic.
Oh my god, it was so.
Especially if you were light skinned.
Oh my god, bro. Easily. Oh, that was so bad.
We jump in these other big money deals.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You know we can go on a tangent. We can.
Mo Wagner to Orlando.
We don't talk about him. Cam Johnson returns to the Nets. Felt like they had to do that, but $27 million annually is a lot of money.
That's a
lot of fucking money for somebody who's not a starter.
And he is 27 years old, so it'll be.
Wait, they didn't have him starting up there? I wasn't watching Brooklyn after
Let me
that.
tell you.
No, he might have been. Shit, I'm just talking shit because he wasn't a starter in Phoenix, but it's like
I will say that shot needs to be, or that scoring needs to be more consistent at that point.
Oh yeah,
27 mil.
He put up a solid 16 a game for them. 3-point numbers dipped down a little bit, but I mean, it just kind of felt like they had to bring him back, and their money situation is, I don't know. Let me look.
I feel you. 27 for 16 points per game.
I think he's good, but
that's us.
I don't know.
He needs that Dylan Brooks contract, 4 for 80. Yeah,
I mean their books are just kind of strange, anyways. Simmons is making all that money still. Cam Johnson will be their second highest paid player, and then it's McCall at his like 20-ish million, which was a steal of an extension.
Steal. Yeah.
Dinwiddie's in an expiring year, and Claxton is in an expiring deal. He's set to make a solid payday, so it's. I guess when you look at the cap sheet, it doesn't seem as bad. They're just in such a weird spot.
Yeah, it's spread out for them, which is nice. Nothing's really top heavy. And like I said, they'll have the space to make some moves. These expiring deals.
They're in a weird spot, but we'll see. I got some flexibility.
When teams get into weird spots and you don't have nobody, you got to spend this money and shit. So it's like, what are you going to do? Like, it's a lot of money for Cam, but what were they going to do?
Yeah, when you have the money open.
It's nothing. It's like,
come on back for some money.
Sometimes you don't, when it's a re-sign, you don't really have no choice sometimes. But when people...
You just don't want to lose. Lose the asset.
When people start signing players, which I'm about to segue right into real quick. When teams like the Knicks sign Dante DiVincenzo, that is not what they needed.
I mean, they needed shooting. It's a defender. It's a Tibbs guy.
But he ain't no shooter.
Yeah.
He's streaky.
He's very streaky.
35.
You can find that.
Streaky.
You can go spend that shit somewhere else.
I think in a couple, he's a tough player to read because he's had such a weird like post-Milwaukee career. He had that injury, the ring season.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't even play that year, and then he came back, and he wasn't good, and they flipped him to the Kings, and he didn't do much for the Kings. And then he had the free agency, and then he kind of popped off with Golden State.
Which I think is easy to do.
Yeah, he was in a really solid role there.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player. I just don't know if the Knicks need it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's a good player. I think that's where a lot of people get stuff wrong when people say, like, he's not a bad player. I don't think that's just the right move for the Knicks to make. Like, I don't know. It's such a damn Tibbs move. It's that. Like, it felt like Tibbs wanted him.
Tibbs fit.
Yeah, it's like.
And it's the Villanova boys.
Yeah, all three of them.
The trio.
The trio is back together.
Need Amari Spellman on the team.
But, I mean, shout out to him getting this money. I'm always shout out to anybody. He's funny. It's shout out to everybody getting their money. So, shout out to that man.
It's like we saw Quentin Grimes get pushed to the side a little bit in the playoffs, and I feel like he should have had a more of a prominent role. So,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to have some more tools.
No, it don't.
Josh Hart came back on his player option, which is good.
When he accepted that deal, you had a feeling something was up because he was talking about a 4 for $80 Dylan Brooks type of deal. Before
that's probably what the key thing was there. They have a lot of guards, and they have their wing situation kind of scares me. I think Josh Hart is their backup power forward now.
Oh my god!
A 6'5" backup 4. He does rebound, but
he plays larger. But
that's nuts, though.
Like you said, he is 6'4". So. I don't know what to do with them.
I don't know either. That is nuts, though. Oh my god, what?
We'll see though. It doesn't hurt, but some of the team fit stuff, like you said, it makes me think.
It does.
I think it's more of
it makes you think.
Tibbs guy, coaches fit, throw him in, and he'll do whatever Tibbs kind of wants him to do.
Yep.
One crazy offensive rebound, and Tibbs is gonna be overjoyed.
Oh yeah, you already know. But I want to drag on next. Who else we had? Kuzma. He got his
right
money.
around where we thought he would be making, but I don't think we thought he'd be returning.
No, sir. I had no idea. That shocked me.
Yo, the Kuzma and Poole show.
Who's gonna shoot more?
Poole.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. He's gonna shoot more, but Kuzma's gonna average more. Watch.
Hey, when you look at the contract breakdown, this is where it could be weird if you look at the annual average versus the breakdown, because the 4 years 102 is like 25 mil, okay, but 22 mil this season, and it maxes out at 28 in 4 seasons. Like, that's cool.
No,
that's cool.
When you see, I think one thing a lot of people don't do, and of course people are not going to do this shit unless it's your job, but when you actually break down contracts, certain contracts, you'd be like, oh shit, it's not as bad as the number looks awful. But then when you look at it, it's like
the Twitter notification can be a lot different than when you look at
like you see like, oh
shit, Spotrac page.
Like, you know what football to get your ass like that real quick. You be like,
don't even.
You be like, oh shit,
football contracts. Y'all can have that.
It'd be like $300 million, but 80 guarantee. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, just trippy.
You know, me as a cap hit of $2 million, but he's making $32 million this year. They give him $30 million guaranteed.
That bonus money is crazy.
Football movie,
you don't know how to add it
they
up.
were like, we're gonna move his money to a signing bonus, and then we free up cap space. What? How like football has? I'm so glad that's not my job to figure out NFL contracts because
there's a lot going on there.
Oh my god! So, but basketball contracts started like you would just see them when some of these contracts have like it can be backloaded, or sometimes it does suck. But the first couple of years be a lot, but you can like trade his ass away or do what you gotta do. But now all contracts look bad when you first see them.
And like what we said with some other teams earlier, I'm looking at this cap sheet right now. Poole and Kuzma are making the most money, and then the third guy making the most money is Tyus Jones at 14 mil. So it's like
I was about to say it's probably like Denny.
Mm-hmm.
If he wanted to stay, throwing that money out was fine. I mean, who knows what's going on with the Wizards, but new little regime in, so
we'll see.
We'll see. Kuzma averaging 20 points, 6-8 rebounds for 25 mil. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I think one of y'all said in the group chat. I actually am shocked because I don't think we even mentioned it with Harrison Barnes going back to the Kings. I thought the Kings. I think one of y'all said it, but the Kings might have not thought they could even get Kuzma. That's a
Kuzma or Draymond.
Bro, I feel that's a. Couldn't they have afforded him for that much or no?
Once
the Kings, they did another deal too, right? They kind of took up their money. Trey Lyles came back.
Oh, that's probably what it was.
They just tied their money. I feel like they tied their money.
They did.
One interesting thing too about which ties into other things is they did a Sabonis extension, and he did a renegotiation into this season, which like never happens.
Never. I didn't even know you really could, to be honest.
Kind of like what they do in it was similar like a football thing, like we're saying. Like I think he took some money either. I don't know if it was gapped into the season or away from the season into the future, but they moved some money around to kind of open up some other things. So that was unique for sure.
What did he get, like 220 or some shit like that?
He got
217.
Yeah, 217. So he got his bag. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of how much money they were going to give him.
Who else got another? Two more guys got two big. LaMelo and Desmond Bane.
Yep, they got that same thing.
That Halliburton, right?
Now LaMelo understood. Desmond Bane.
Bro,
as much as I want to criticize it, you give them the money and you figure it out later.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I get it.
You had to.
From a business perspective, guy like that, he's going to put up numbers for you. He's going to be consistent, and I get it. But this max player narrative is just crazy.
Insane. The rookie extension contracts are just like a lot of these guys don't prove shit in 4 years to be getting 260.
To get
you can go up to 260, bro. Come on, man. Like you said, I can understand LaMelo. Like that is like franchise changing player right there for sure. Not saying
maybe
Bane is not good. Not saying you shouldn't re-sign him, but give him Bane. For anything, you're going to give him at least 205. At least that. So you're stuck with that.
Or let him go.
Right, you're stuck with 205 regardless. But that shit can go up to 260. Dog.
I don't think he's making all NBA.
No, he's not.
I mean,
I don't think he is.
Ideally,
but
if you're paying them up to 260, they are performing. You're happy to pay them. Cool.
You still stuck with that 205.
Desmond Bane.
You still stuck with that 205.
It's Desmond Bane. Bro. That 205 impact better be there.
He's not even the best player on your team.
He's not even third best.
He is third. Is he third? Yeah.
No, he is the third best.
Yeah. He's third best.
He's third best.
But damn, 205, your third best player is insane, bro.
Let me go look at the Wolves since we're talking about money.
Oh, your boy resigned.
Ant got his extension.
He resigned
got his extension today.
Ant, man. Somebody said Ant needs to get $300 million. Hey, if Desmond Bane, if Desmond Bane can get up to 260, you need to give my man Ant at least $3 because that is insane, bro.
The thing about Bane that's interesting too is he's 25 already, so this is like his prime years contract. Where Ant, when his extension is done, he'll be like 27.
Yeah, damn, he gonna capitalize again.
I found out today Ant is younger than Jaime Jaquez by like 200 days.
Yo, he's gonna. Damn. Ant keep going up like we think he is. That contract.
That man just played day one summer league.
Stupid ass contract. I didn't watch.
Ant's younger than Scotty Barnes and Mobley too, who were a draft class ahead of him.
Oh my god! So is Mobley and Barnes going to be able to get that contract too?
Those guys are next year.
Next year, I'm saying like next year they go. Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, it might even be even more with how the cap is.
Yo,
it's all based on what the cap is projected.
10%, 8 to 10% more.
Bro, this is insane.
It's like the 25% scale. So
that shit's crazy.
I'm interested to see what the Wolves give Jaden though, because he's still waiting on his extension.
Man, but, hey,
4 years.
At least y'all got the one person y'all need to get extended. It was that man there. I would want to say shout out to my boy Rose though for signing. He's still in the league in checks, going to the Grizzlies.
Big 2-3.
Big 2-3.
Love it.
We'll see. I would love to have seen him back with the Bulls, but
I don't even know if he's going to be playing. But
yeah, not this time.
I might just be babysitting.
Yeah. End of that deal. Then he can come back.
Yeah. Facts. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. One deal or lack of deal I wanted to talk about Tyrese Maxey not getting his extension this year. We were all talking about him getting the same deal Bane got, but now this hold up with the Harden trade, Maxey's not getting his extension.
So
he's got time to figure it out if they do want to give it, but the Harden debacle.
The Harden debacle.
Yep. Why do Philly fans want to trade him so bad?
They don't have many assets.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw a lot of Tobias Harris, not slander, but they were preaching on him.
Harris is finally an expiring deal.
Finally,
that's about time.
It is. No, that man don't show up for shit, but check day. That's it. He don't show up for work. He show up for checks. Now, I ain't gonna disrespect that man like that. He can play, but
you see the quote he had?
What'd he say?
Yeah.
Someone was interviewing Tobias Harris, and he said, Philly fans wouldn't trade me for a crumble cookie.
You didn't hear that?
All right, move on from them, man. Move on from them. Who else signed somebody out here, man? Who else? Nobody else really. Nobody else right now, right?
Last one good piece of business was the Herb Jones deal. I thought was really smart.
Shout out to that young man. He earned that.
They did that weird second round thing where, so when like the second round guys sign their deals, they have to opt out of their third year to be restricted. Like what Naz Reid was unrestricted for the Wolves this year in his fourth year. So where Herb Jones, they declined his option so they could bring him back as a restricted free agent. And got him on that cheap little 4 over 56. So
yeah,
okay,
he gets his little bag, and they they don't have to worry about anyone else going after him.
Yeah, that's a nice piece for them. We've seen him turn into a good defensive piece. The shots coming along, very athletic. Saw him at the dunk contest. I like them, signing him for 4 years, keeping him in house, build with those guys.
That's a good deal
now.
for him. He earned that too, though.
It's like the same thing as the Reeves deal, pretty much.
Exactly. Just
he definitely earned that shit.
Keep your players.
He earned that
retention
for sure. He definitely earned that. But man, it was one crazy ass it was one crazy ass weekend of free agency. I think it was better than I really thought it was end up going to be. It had some shocking things, some stuff just started happening.
The team building stuff just makes you think.
It does. So it just, and we're not done. There's still so many players out there. Players can still get traded. Jaylen Brown can get traded. We don't know. It's so many things.
They still got to give him his extension.
Yeah, there's so much shit that can actually happen. So,
any players y'all still watching specifically to get picked up?
I was just about to pull up who's still out there.
Yo, Darius Baisley is still a guy. I'm hoping. Man, hey, we all got some players we like.
Shut this shit down, man. Sign off.
We all got some players we like.
Hell?
What is Darius? With all due respect, what has Darius Baisley done for you to respect him?
What are we doing? This man,
bruh, he had a paid internship at New Balance. This man's a legend. What are you talking about?
All right, man.
You got NIL. He had a $1 million internship.
He did, but listen, let's find these. Let's do.
Nah, for real though. Yeah, who for real y'all?
Man, I gotta pull this shit up now. Hey, who would the Clippers trade for Harden anyway?
I've seen like a Powell man
and a bunch of
some other guy, Batum.
Zubac, like just throwing anybody. Covington's in there.
Yeah.
Markieff,
Marcus,
whichever Morris is over there has been involved too. Yeah. This is dumb.
Free agents that are sitting out there that are
the Clippers. Russ.
Oh yeah, Russ
hanging around
$8
LA.
million, bro.
It's a player option though.
Oh, that's good.
So he can hoop for 1 year.
He ain't worried about the money.
He ain't worried about this.
No, he's not.
Guys that are out there right now, Christian Wood is still available.
Yeah.
Kelly Oubre is available.
PJ Washington.
Kelly Oubre is
PJ Washington is going to be restricted. That's the interesting thing with him.
Kelly Oubre is probably the only 20-point per game scorer who's getting a lot of shade.
I used to be a big fan. I used to be a big fan of his, but he is making 20. That is crazy that he's getting shitted on like that.
He's kind of like put up some good numbers on a below average team guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who else we got here. Grant Williams is still out there, restricted, obviously.
That is part of the Dame trade.
Not like big names. Lonnie Walker went to the Nets. I forgot about that shit.
A lot of just like fringe guys.
Kevin Love.
Justice Winslow.
Yeah, man.
Kevin Love went back to
he did go back to Miami. Ain't really
Um,
nobody really like interesting.
It's a lot of just like fill out your rotation.
So when I say Darius Baisley, don't trip.
I guess not.
There's a
lot of guys on here. I'll take over
Darius Baisley not even on this list. I'm still scrolling. Like I don't even see him yet.
Bruh.
I can start naming off names. I'd rather take over Darius Baisley.
Just like Rob Pelinka, I'm giving the young guys a shot.
It's all you. It's all you, man.
Hey, my 2K GM shit goes crazy.
Don't
worry about it.
One random thing is 2 EuroLeague guys came over.
Oh damn! For
oh yeah.
Sasha Venzikov went to Sacramento. Let me look up.
Don't know much about him.
Don't know nothing.
I believe most of these guys were.
He's a EuroLeague champ.
Yeah, I think he was.
He was a stash. Yeah, both of them.
I want to say he was the guy who won an MVP.
Yep. 2020.
He was the MVP.
Greek League, he won MVP.
So he's 27.
Vasilije Micic, the other dude.
He's going to OKC.
Yeah, they had his draft rights for a couple years. Had my eye on him for a minute.
I always saw him in 2K.
Happy to see him in the league finally. Yeah,
they be bouncing around with the
finally
draft right trades.
Oh yeah.
Is he good?
No, we were ready to send out 2 seconds for him.
Venzikov won EuroLeague MVP this past season. He's been EuroLeague first team twice. He was EuroLeague Final Four top scorer last year. He's got some good credit to his name.
Yeah, that's a good resume.
No, it is.
Put up 17 points per game, 66 from the field, and 38 from beyond the arc. And then Micic, let's tap into him. I believe he's a guard.
Yeah,
where
6'5",
Venzikov
6'6".
Venzikov is
guard.
6'9".
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah, Micic,
I got some
good
nice little
combo guard,
bags.
good shooter, good playmaker. I like him in OKC. He's an older guy.
I'm ready to see
you know.
OKC back in the
let
playoffs
him-
now.
They got a lot of guards,
Hey,
man.
Chet looked decent in that little game I was
He
watching
gained what,
earlier.
like 12
Yeah.
pounds.
13,
I'd
pure
hope
muscle,
so.
boy.
I missed the
He needs to
Summer
figure out
League
what he's
games
doing with
today.
his beard.
I missed Summer
but
League. My boy, Jamie with an H, right? Jaime. That is his name?
Jaime.
Jaime. From the Heat. He was
Man, I
cooking,
guess-
boy. The highlights I saw, like, holy shit, I missed that. I wanted to see that. Of
He was doing
course,
his thing.
I saw Laker fans tripping because Summer League.
It's Summer League.
They just,
They're running spaces at halftime.
come on.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, man.
Let me go look to see if there's any infamous summer league stats to round us off, because I think that's.
That's it.
I mean, we could talk.
Jovic had like 18 and 8 or something like that. I
Yeah.
like him on Miami.
Chet started off slow, but then he really picked his things up towards the end of the game. I think he finished with a
Yeah.
decent little stat line, had some big blocks.
Yeah, the blocks.
Yes, sir.
While you looking for that, are y'all gonna watch? This had nothing to do with basketball, but are y'all gonna watch? Do y'all even watch the home run derby?
I think it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best events in All-Star game in sports.
Yes. So seriously, listen.
All right. I'm gonna watch. All right.
No, for real, like Raina watches it. Like she be into it. Like that might be. I never thought about that, Jonah. It might be a hot
The dunk
take.
contest is.
It might be a hot take, but that is one of the best.
Bro, dunk contest is in the mud.
Mud, like below the mud. Like you gotta grow that shit again. We need to, this is bad, but the home run derby is a lot of fun. That shit is a lot of fun. And these motherfuckers hitting balls 500 feet like it ain't nothing. Like
I think the
it's
unique
July,
stuff,
like Mondays, right? Soon.
Yeah, it's next week, something like that.
Next week. All right. Yeah.
Sunday, Monday type shit.
Don't give me shit else on. You got to turn it on.
Nothing on.
All right.
The,
I'm watching all the Marvel movies.
Now, I will say, I rarely watch the MLB All-Star game. I rarely watch the All-Star game, but
I'm not gonna watch the All-Star.
If I got nothing going on and I'd put it on the background, I'm like, oh, cool.
Now you gotta watch Shohei now.
Back to work.
Hey, this might be a hot take. Shohei, the best athlete in sports right now.
That ain't no hot take.
That's not a hot take.
Hands down. Because I know some people who probably don't watch baseball and don't really understand, but this motherfucker is the best athlete in sports, hands down. The man can hit, and he's topping hitting, and he's topping in pitching.
He would be an MVP candidate with his hitting alone.
Alone.
Yeah.
Just look.
And he's out here pitching.
If he wanted to go into free agency just for his pitching, he can still get a good contract. If he goes in just for his hitting, his contract is through the roof. Now you combine both. Look, before the season, I was like, he can get 500. Bro, he can get 6.
Get him his billion up there, man.
Get him a Billy.
He gonna get some wild contracts. I think he gonna get some like 3-year, like 300 million type shit. Was that a car? Who was that? Was that?
Yeah, someone's having a good time out there, bro.
I think Shohei can get like 300, 300. Some teams not gonna want to do that 10-year.
He's gonna be making more than the Rays and the A's.
So you can't fuck with the baseball money, huh? Shohei different. Shohei is different, bro.
The baseball money is crazy.
I heard 500. Starting here, like he get close to 60 a year.
Yeah.
Damn, it's just crazy, bro.
Hey,
for these athletes.
Get ready to buy your Shohei Cubs jersey, okay?
Oh, I'm ready.
Get ready.
I got the money saved.
Get ready, because everybody forget we were in the finalists. We were a finalist to get Shohei. People forget that. The Cubs got money. Their DraftKings just opened. They got $100 million from them. It's money out there. They got $100 million. So people don't realize they're not gonna get money. Teams don't get money from every bet. They just get the deal money. They don't get like if I spend $100 on this bet, they're not getting a cut of that. The Cubs just got $100 million from the deal, but still, they still got money, and we were all finalists.
It's a big.
So
I think he's gonna end up staying on one of the coasts. Try to get home quicker.
LA is gonna give out some bags.
Only way he gonna stay
Dodgers.
in LA, he go to the Dodgers. That's it. I can't.
I don't need to see him in the Dodgers. I'll be oof.
Bro, these are my teams.
No one
I
needs
think.
that.
I don't think the Mets are in. I don't think he's going to the New York Mets at all. I don't see.
They got their own issues.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. But
Nah, yeah.
I think the Dodgers, the Mariners, or the Cubs. I think that's where he's going. That's where I think. We'll see.
Let me get him in the Cubs.
I would love that.
Let's go.
Should we run over some of these standouts from Summer League Day One?
Go ahead. Round out
Day one standouts.
round out the
Yeah, go
episode.
Be outdated as hell when it drops, but hey, we here. Julian Champagny, 30 ball.
Okay.
Hey, I was listening to the game while I was shopping, and I was like, "Who?
Look
the
at
fuck
this
is
man.
This,
This
dude?
man
Kept
is
saying
out
his name
shopping.
over and over.
You got your AirPods in your ear, listening to the game.
AirPods in, listening. Yep.
He just recently signed a 4-year, $12 million deal to come back to the Spurs, so it's looking valid. He was with the 76ers to start the year, and then he went to the Spurs and put up some solid numbers in their little tanking bracket. He's a fun little player.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him in person last year when St. John's played here. He's just a little bucket getter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Shout out to him though. 30 points is 30 points. I don't give a damn when you do it. And I'm not saying he's a star,
and he got some little
30 is 30.
financial got his little rookie deal after his rookie year.
Yeah, facts.
Who else did well? Let me take a look.
How much did
Brandon Miller had kind of a slow game. Hit some solid threes I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean on it?
Late. Game was kind of over, but
It was.
Yeah, they were getting cooked.
Who did he play?
Yeah.
Max Christie, they played Charlotte played San Antonio, so they're getting
Okay.
they're getting a little cooked. But Max Christie had a solid little showing for the Lakers. Did his thing a little bit. Like we said, Jaquez, 22 points, solid outing. Jovic, 21 points, solid outing.
That's real solid for those guys.
I don't know why Keegan Murray's playing Summer League, but he had 29.
Why is he playing? That motherfucker had like the craziest dunk before we started podding. I was like, why is he playing?
I'm guessing that it's because they're playing in Sacramento for this little mini series before they go to Vegas. He's probably playing his Sacramento games, and then he's
not playing,
hanging out.
He's done.
He's watching his.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna be in Vegas kicking it. But
yeah.
All right. What else we got?
We got OKC played today as well.
Did
I'll
Chet
pull
play?
those stats up. Yes, he
Chet
did.
played. What was Jalen Williams playing for?
I don't know why Jalen Williams is playing. He was clearly head and shoulders above everyone out there. He had his cool little 21 points.
You can tell when certain players
Chet
don't even be in Summer League no more. Like you can definitely tell. Like it stands out.
There's always the
quick.
guy that plays the one game, hoops, disappears.
Never see him again. Like, oh yeah,
Goes
we
and
don't,
hangs out.
he don't need to be out here. He proved it.
I saw a random clip from 2010 where J.R. Smith was hooping in a summer league.
He was like 26.
He was 20. He entered the league in like 2004. What you doing?
Wasn't he out of high school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did go straight out of high school.
He's at that Dwight Howard class.
He was
Yeah.
supposed to go to North
My
Carolina.
boy Keontae George had a little solid outing. Happy for him. 18 points.
Yo, guys, we are at 2 hours.
Keontae George. Chet Holmgren had that slow start, but he finished with 15, had 4 blocks. And he's just kicking off some rust. It'll be interesting to see how things go, but nice to get a little taste of some basketball back. We'll get the Vegas games coming around.
Yeah.
The chaos.
The chaos.
2 hours, boys. We went 2 hours, but we figured
We
figured it was gonna be
a
like
lot
that.
to talk.
We figured, but
a lot to get
We
into.
did good with our free agency. There's a lot
kept
to
it
talk
rolling.
about.
We kept it going. We know we can go off.
Because I had a solid 5 minutes on Lonnie Walker to Brooklyn.
We can say that.
No,
I'm about to say we can save that. We don't.
Let's go. Come on.
Shit, man. Look. Before we get up out of here, I want to tell y'all happy holidays, which is tomorrow. Safe. Be safe. Don't
do any stupid shit.
Today.
Yes, today now.
Today
Don't lose no fingers. You know.
Do not be Jason Pierre-Paul.
Please do not.
No JPP.
Don't. What's my man in the wheelchair? Terry.
If there's.
Don't be like Terry.
Back it up, Terry.
Don't do the fireworks right. If you're in a wheelchair, have somebody else do it for you.
If you got a street, go in the street. Don't do it in your driveway.
Don't do it in your driveway. I don't know if y'all seen that video. When you got grass in the driveway, put it in the street. Don't do nothing but a grass and in your driveway with a car. Be safe. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna probably stay out the way. We will still be here next week with you guys for some more free agent shit. I don't know what we got going on. Some baseball talk maybe we have going on. Who knows?
We'll be chatting.
We'll be here. But Uncommon Commentaries are signing out to next week. Peace.